do we want to do another rap? I'm kind of excited.
You ready to go right in?
I am. I'm loving that. Yeah.
Well,
should we do that?
Well, let's invite
Jayden?
the newest member to GP Productions. His name is Jayden.
So Jayden's getting in here too?
Yeah.
All right. I love it.
He's gonna do.
So
he doesn't need the music though.
Oh, good. Nice. Yeah. Perfect. Let's absolutely. We got 3 raps today.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
And if you don't mind, I just want him to share a little bit about his life and his journey a little bit before he.
Yeah, he's got to duck out of here, I suppose.
Yep.
All right, well, I'm Jayden, and that's my actual name, so I made up my rap name because that's who I am, so I don't want to, make any other names and change who I am. But I've suffered most of my childhood with depression and anxiety, and I've been through a lot of accidents that have messed with my head and the way I see things. And I can't remember exactly when I first started dealing with depression, but I wasn't even in double-digit years. So, I kind of caught on to everything early, and it helped me learn a lot. And I saw things differently, like literally everything. So I had to just deal with what I was going through. I suffered from it not necessarily alone, but I felt like I was alone. I did have people supporting me, but at the same time, I felt like there was always a lack of love. And I lacked on loving myself too. But just recently, ever since I found music, it kind of saved my life, helps me cope with my depression, anxiety, everything, my thoughts, everything. So, that's where, why I'm here today, trying to just make a future for myself. I'm only 20, I've been dealing with depression for over 10 years. And, I'm still young. I was really, really young when I first started dealing with it, but yeah, so music just helps me cope with it and expresses who I am and, spread it worldwide so other people can hear it so they know they're not alone and so they can do what they want to do. Because I didn't think I could do anything. I was a basketball player at first, and I went through a lot of injuries, which brought on a lot of depression too because it crushed my dreams to go into the NBA. I wanted to play college ball, everything. Like, I was really big with basketball. But I'm here with music, so this is who I am.
That's awesome. Thank you.
All right, and what I wrote for today is a cappella. But it's just about everything, just letting people know they're not alone. And if no one's there for you, even though you don't know me, I'm there. Mm-hmm. It went like, wake up every day, you dealing with that depression. You struggle to ask for help. You struggle to send a message, but you showing all the signs, no one ever gets the message. I suffer from it too, so I barely get to resting. Heavyweight stress, feel like I've been bench pressing a lot. Not for real. Don't know if you're worth it, something that you can't fulfill. Looking for love that's real, but was always lacked. I love every single one of you. Let's make an impact. Hard when you got disorders and you can't even eat, or when you stuck up in your head and also struggle to sleep. Let me help ease the pain and give out a helping hand. When others say that you couldn't, I believe that you can. You're perfect just how you are, and I try to love who I am. I know it's hard, but just believe in yourself. And once you love who you are, you won't need nobody's help. But you're also bipolar, yet you try to do well. Start to get lost in it all with nobody to tell. That PTSD will really mess with your head. Try to stop thinking, but it lingers instead. I'm happy that you're alive. Don't need nobody else dead. I hope you learn how to cope with it so you can get ahead. If you feel all alone, I will always be there. Don't gotta know you to say it. I'm just a youngin' who cares.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right.
Just really want people to know you're not alone, because I felt alone, most of my life. But now I know I'm not. And, I just want to let others know that I'm there and you do have people there. Even though there's a lack of love, you got to learn to love yourself too, and then that lack of love will go away. Yeah. That's everything.
That's great, man. Thank you.
When did you know that you belonged?
Oh, that's a good question.
Honestly, I thought I belonged when I first found basketball, because I've been playing basketball since I was like 3. The mini adjustable rims that for kids. I'd be out on my porch for like hours, just repeatedly shooting it back and forth. And I just always had a dream of playing basketball. I felt like I belonged, but then as injuries came into the picture, I started losing hope on that. Yeah. And started feeling like, I lost my purpose now. Like, I can't even hoop to my full potential anymore. I'm not going to get where I want to be. Just like a year and a half ago is when I found music and started to take it serious. Through my childhood, I've always written, like, certain verses. Yeah. But just for fun, never thought of ever taking it serious. So I'd say I really started to feel like I belong about a year and a half, 2 years ago when I first found music. And ever since then, I know this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, not only for myself, but to help everyone else around the world.
It's awesome.
That's so great.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
You have a
And-
great message, and you know what? People are gonna listen to it.
I hope they do.
They will.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. That
Yeah.
means a lot.
Yeah.
I put a lot of work into my music. I try to write multiple songs every single day. Like I'll be up late writing music just about all types of stuff, mental health, who I am, just certain problems in the world. I try to make all types of music, become really versatile with it. So everyone can just not just know my story, but help reveal their own story and create their own future.
And I think Jayden too. I think that message has such a deep personal root with a lot of people.
Yes.
And it's not just you. I feel like a lot of people do really, when they hear that, they feel a connection with you. Which is amazing.
Feel
Yeah.
so not alone.
Yeah,
Like
and
other people are going through it. I'm not alone. I can do
Yeah.
it.
And I think that, I know that, I struggled with that through, growing up.
Yeah.
And I know when someone actually first shared about faith, about, God and Jesus, and that really helped me, through the process. And so I think that's, it's amazing, bro.
Yeah,
Keep it
when you
up.
know other people aren't the only, like when you know other people are going through it too, it's like, not to connect with them, but just like, like I said, to not feel so alone. You're not the only one going through something. Like you guys were saying earlier, everyone goes through it, just
Yes.
not as bad as other people, certain people do that have it in a major way. But everyone deals with some type of either mental problem or just obstacle in their life where they feel like they can't get past it. But where my music comes in is to say that you can. It doesn't matter how big the obstacle is. You can't give up no matter what the problem is.
The other important, sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No, you're okay.
The other important part of that is that by sharing, you make yourself approachable.
Yes.
And you're young, and a lot of young people are not as open as you're being. And so hopefully you're opening that avenue for people your age as well.
I'm trying because I kind of just started learning how to do it myself too.
Yep.
Like within the past few years. So I'm getting the hang of it.
Yep.
Trying to help others so they can understand and just learn themselves.
Yep.
Because there's so much to learn. Like especially for me, there's so much I still don't know about, including mental health. But I do know a lot because I've been through a lot.
Yep.
But I'm learning more and more every day. Learning how to help other people too. So that's the best feeling is when other people not only hear my music but understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
And that's why I make music. It gives me the best feeling in the world, to be honest.
And they're inspired too to do that.
Exactly,
I love that, man.
Man,
Yeah.
I just want to spread a message worldwide and have my music heard worldwide. Do shows, people saying my name because they understand what I'm saying and understand what I'm going through. That's why I do this. I'm going to pave my own way. But I got the right guidance.
Right here.
Nock
yeah.
right here. I haven't known him for the longest, but for how long I've known him, and he includes me in everything. Make sure, he's there for me. Like, honestly, he's been there for me more than people I've known in my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see it as it's not how long you've known someone; it's how long they've kept it honest with you,
Yeah.
and how long they've known you. And then, he's helped me with a lot, and I've learned a lot from him already, and I'm ready to keep learning.
How
Yeah.
has music, in a sense, helped you through the pandemic? So, like, one of the things I know we're talking about is mental health and coping with the pandemic.
Yes.
Like, how, in a sense, has music helped you? What have you found helpful as a 20-year-old in getting through this pandemic?
Well, with COVID, obviously everything's been limited.
Yeah.
I still try to keep updated with basketball. That got limited also. So before I found music, I was kind of just trapped inside. Couldn't even go play basketball with, the people I wanted to play with because I like playing full court 5 versus 5. I don't like, just playing by myself all the time. And I wasn't able to do that. So since I've always liked writing music, I finally thought to myself, I wrote one song and I was like, yo, that's actually really good. That's some of the best stuff you've ever made. Why not take it serious? And the feeling after making the song and recognizing my own talent, it was like, you should take this serious. And just through this whole pandemic and everything, when I'm trapped inside, I don't feel so what's the right word?
Oh, pick the wrong one.
I'd say trapped in, I guess. I wouldn't feel so trapped in because music was right there to just help me express who I am. Because I'm not good at talking about how I am, but that's where music comes in the picture. That's how I express who I am. Because I'm not the best at talking to other people, but once I make the song, drop it, everyone hears it. That's my way of talking to people about what I'm going through and that. So it just, it
So
made me feel more like me.
Yeah, you found your voice in the pandemic.
Exactly, and I've been using it for a
that's
good
cool.
cause. I've been using it to my fullest potential, doing everything I can. Like I said, I write every single day. my notes is just filled with songs on songs because all I do is write. But it helped me cope with everything, and I'm thankful for music. Helped me, I felt like I shouldn't be here at one point, multiple points in my life. Now I feel like I have every right to be here, and I have every right to go get what's mine. And not just for myself, but give it to other people too. Help my community out, just help the world out in a major way.
And I think that's I was gonna say too is that I met Jayden through Kareem and then also Nock. So both of those guys have been helping out the movement quite a bit and serving different ways. And so I think what we're trying to do through the movement is to find like people like him, so that way we give them a value and purpose.
Yes.
So that way they can thrive in their gift. Because I mean, when you look at Jayden, like you have this guy that has so much potential. It's kind of like Nock and everybody here. They have so much potential, but there's certain types of people that are stuck, and they don't have the right resources or people.
Right. Yes.
And so to kind of encounter Jayden and his gift, I think it's really amazing. Like that. There's like a diamond in the rough. People really didn't see that in him. And so I just want to say, man, you're doing good things, man.
I appreciate that so much.
And we'll continue to work with you and serve together. But
whatever you got planned, I'm with everything.
And just as a side comment, music is actually very therapeutic and very healing, and it opens up areas in our brains and gives us access to our brains in different ways. And there's great books written on the therapeutic benefits of music.
Yeah.
And so it's a way that we can all heal and have access to our brain.
Connect with each other.
Right, and connect with it connects us culturally, it connects us as human beings, like even like sound. Sound is the very first way that we attach from birth with other people.
Yes.
Sound.
Yeah.
Right? Sound and smell. Right? It's our mother's soothing tone. It's her heart beat. It's all that. And that is the very essence of soothing for us. It is the essence of healing.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you found that.
I'm extremely happy too, because I've been at my lowest, and with the fact that I am still young, I felt like I had to find my way. So when I finally realized you should take this serious, it's been all gas, full throttle from there. Haven't took my foot off the gas and don't put my foot on the brakes.
And you'll have lows again, because that's like what happens with anxiety and depression. When it's chronic, like in your case, you're going to have it again. It's going to come and it ebbs and it flows. It doesn't go away. You just learn how to
cope with it.
Right, exactly like you're doing. And I'm so glad that you found this.
Even just listening to music, I don't even necessarily have to be writing music at the time.
Right.
I'll just lay in my bed with the lights off, listen to music, and just feel amazing. All that stress and anxiety will go away for that moment, and I'll feel like there was nothing wrong in the first place.
Yep.
And that's what it's about. You gotta, once you find ways to cope with it, never let it go, because like you said, it's not gonna go away.
No.
It's going to come back at certain points and going to hit you even when you're at your lowest.
Yep.
But once you find that way to cope with it, you can't be stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what it does is it helps you not spiral as far down that hole, right? It's not that the hole goes away. It's that you learn how to cope with the hole and maybe fill it up with some dirt, in a sense, and you learn how to get yourself out of yourself out faster. I don't know. I haven't figured out cement yet. Maybe you have some magical powers that I have not figured out. But that's what it is, right?
Yes.
We, like in a sense that we learn how to, or we take people down with us and we let them lift us up out of it, right?
Yeah.
That we use the supports like you have done beautifully here with the Hope Project. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm sorry. I have
Project Hope movement.
The Project Hope movement. That that we have other people coming into our lives and helping us and getting in those holes with us, and lifting us up, or pulling us out, or giving us the ropes and the tools. And music is one of those that we can hand people and say, here, let these notes lift you out of that hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it does an amazing job.
Yeah,
music
it does.
Music is a different feeling, especially when you can connect with others about it. No better feeling to me, honestly.
Yeah.
Kareem, isn't it great to just be in the room in this conversation? I am soaking it in.
Me and him have been through a lot too, mentally.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to hearing more from you.
That's my boy.
Yeah.
That's my baby boy.
Oh, this is your son? He's
No
so
way.
proud of you. He was bragging about you earlier.
Yeah.
I didn't have a dad growing up, so ever since he
That's
came
a
into
good-
my life when I was a little kid, he's just been there for me ever since, and I call him my dad. So Me and him went through a lot, and we're still going. So
dads come to us many different ways, and that's the story of your dad. Yeah,
like that's how I see it.
That is so wonderful.
That's cool. Come on up.
Come on up. Yay, Dad!
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Hey, a lot of people have asked how they can support the work we're doing here at Matt Logan Speaks. Well, you see this hammer that I got in my hand? It's pretty big. All you have to do is hammer the share button. Go ahead and hammer out a comment to us. Go ahead and hammer the like button. Go ahead and hammer the subscription button. Go ahead and hammer the notification bell so that when we have new content up, you're the first to know about it. We really appreciate the comments, shares, likes, because you know what? That's the best way you can support us, because the algorithms on all these fancy computers, that's what they need. We appreciate it.